here's another task for you. Using what you've learned in the last video, which covered the if statement, so asking a question, can you have a go at this? This is a simple game. It's called Guess the Number. You're going to write a program that will ask the user to guess a number. They only got one chance, nothing too complex, just one chance to guess the number. So what you need to do is create a variable and assign it a number between 1 and 5. So you choose whatever you want, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, doesn't matter, you just choose. So you create the variable and assign it. Think about the data type. Then you give the user a prompt, say enter your guess between 1 and 5 and store their guess. So just as we got their answer in the last video, you're going to have to create a variable and store the user's answer in a variable. So you get their guess, and then you need to ask the question, is their guess equal to the variable or the value in the variable? So you set this number at the beginning. Did they guess correctly? If they did, display a success message, well done, something like that. If not, let a fail message, no, you didn't manage to do it this time. Have a go at that. Again, pause the video, have a go, and then I'll show you an answer. Okay, I'm going to leave that at the top just to help me work through it. So the first thing I need to do is to create the number that the users needs to guess. So I'm going to create a variable called number2guess. Makes it nice and easy to understand what this variable is storing. It's going to be an integer. I'm just going to give it number 3. So I've created the variable, it's an integer, and I've given it the number 3. You could have done this as a single, as a decimal point number, but if you did that, you must be very cruel because the person was never going to guess it. So I've stuck to integers, gives the user a chance. The next thing I'm going to need is a variable for the user's answer. So I'm going to call that user guess. Now I don't know what this value is, so it doesn't set a value, but I do know it's going to be an integer. So I've created my variable that holds the number that the user has to guess, which is, I've set it to be 3, and I've then created a variable to store the user's guess. So user guess is integer. Right. Next thing I need to do is to display a message to the user. So console.writeLine. It's not much of a game really, but let's make it sound good. So make it a bit more exciting. Asterisks and a blank line. Okay, so now I'm going to write out my enter your guess. So 1 to 5. Okay, and let me just put a space after that. I'm now going to get the user's answer. I called it user guess. Get a value of console.readLine. So that is getting the user's answer. So I'll call this game introduction. Maybe I won't, if I can't spell it. Introduction. Here is called get user's guess. The next thing I need to do is to check if the guess is correct. So to do that, this is where the new stuff comes in. Up to now, that's all stuff we've done. Now I need to have the new stuff. I'm going to ask a question. If. What do I need to check is equal? I need to say, well, is the user guess equal to the number to guess? If it is, then console.writeLine. Well done. If it's not, else console.writeLine. Bad luck. You should try again. Okay, so that should do it. Let's just check. I had to create a variable and assign it a number. Yep, did that. I had to ask the user for the guess. I did that and stored it in user guess. I had to check if the user guess is equal. Yep, and display a success message or a failure message. Let's try the game. Right, so enter your guess. I'm going to guess 2. Bad luck. You should try again. Okay, I'll try again. Let's try again. I think this time I'm going to guess 3. Well done. There we have a very simple game. So have a look at that. Let me zoom in for you. Try that, check that it works, check that you can get it working. If you manage to get it, well done. I hope you managed to get most of it. Maybe you struggled with this, but now you can see an answer. Make sure you understand it.